man. Go on with it, go on with it.
Besties, do you have a second? Hey, friend.
Hey, the best squad. It's your girl, Ebony, the best. So, y'all, I wanted to have a conversation about Martell. Who is Martell's village? And should the blame of the way how Martell came out be placed on his dad or his mom? It just seemed as if his parents just, I don't know, wasn't like how in some family, like you'll be the first to go to college. You know what I mean? Was Martell the first to go to college? And maybe that's why he has this arrogance about him? Let's talk about it. Anyway, guys, let me start by saying everything I'm about to say, it's all alleged, all in my opinion, and it's all for entertainment purposes only. So I am going to insert a few clips during this conversation, and it starts with when Melody invited Martell to the trip in Destin, and Melody asks Marlene, like, how do you cope with your kids back in the days, when you had to, maybe discipline them, talk to them if they feel a way about something. And it's just her reply. She's not that, I don't want to say worthy mother, like a mother with a lot of words, but it's just her reply just shows the lack of, education, I would say, in the response, because she was like, they would just have to suffer through it, and if they didn't do it, I'm gonna beat them, and that's not how you treat a child, right? Let's see what she has to say.
But this is so nice, all of us being here together.
I totally agree.
Took us a minute to get here.
Yeah.
But we got here.
When someone hurt, it's typically like the woman, people would say. But no, I was hurt too. Going through things, saying whatever and doing whatever, and just so angry. Just took some time, and we here. It's cool. Times like this, Mel invite me somewhere, and I invite her. We both will say yes. And we know we're doing it for the kids,
Right.
And we're gonna be in a happy place.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be saying yes to nothing unless, you know what I'm saying, the behaviors are where they need to be,
Yeah.
But I think he's saying that he's healed from what he was feeling.
Yeah.
But
Look at Mama Hope.
I'm on the boat. And baby,
You look good.
how y'all doing?
hey.
Don't tell her that, man.
Hey,
Hey.
how you feeling?
You'll get a tan over there, son.
I already got one from yesterday.
We was talking about Martell being healed from the divorce.
So you
said
just
he
mentioned your
wasn't-
song and they asked me to. That was a trigger. Like what? But I didn't react. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Uh-huh.
That's you throwing them jizz abs. I've grown, and certain things I accept. Your song, okay, it's cool. Because I guess that was part of your healing process too.
I'm proud of you, Martell.
I am too. A year ago, he would have went ballistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a new day. I'm with my family. I'm sipping now, so y'all just be happy and let it do what it do, okay?
Okay, guys, so you heard how the difference between Mama Van speaking and Marlene speaking, it's like you would think she would say, I am so proud of my son that he has come this far, even despite what happened. But her response was, we're going to let it do what it do. We're here. We're enjoying ourselves. It's like, I honestly believe the conversation Mel had, they don't address stuff.
Mama Hope, when you grew up, did y'all used to talk about things, like as a family, whenever things, or did y'all just kind of brush over them and pass them, or did y'all have conversations?
Baby, my life was totally different than y'all's today. I work 2 jobs. I work my ass off. You know what I mean? So that's why when I go to work, they gonna do what they supposed to do. And if they get in trouble, and if I done told them, I'm gonna whoop their ass, but that's that mother. I just did what I knew how to do.
Right.
Yeah. Just be there, tell them right
Support.
from wrong. Yeah, I wait.
Great support base, yeah.
Oh, I
So
definitely
like
support them.
if one of them was hurting, right, or sad, or something happened at school, I know Martell, you talk a lot about how you were bullied growing up, right?
They don't be whining. You know.
Yeah, I only
they
think I
don't-
mentioned
they
it to her.
mean
I
it.
think
But
I
that's
went.
not considered whining as a kid.
Yeah, it is.
Not when you 7 and 8. Martell's mom's response about communication and how she was in terms of with raising her kids and her, feeling like, well, that's not what we do in my house. I mean, again, it explains a lot pertaining to maybe how you were when they were kids to now them being these adults and unable to communicate. As you're trying to change the trajectory of things, you got to understand where you've been and heal from that so you can truly move forward.
That's a good thing. They got both of y'all as parents.
Yeah.
Just think a single woman raising 2 children. Baby, I'd have gave anything to have my kids' dad around.
But your grandmama helped a lot, didn't she?
Yeah. Well, my mom was there, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't throw my kids on my mom.
The fact of the matter is that there's nothing like family.
It ain't, baby. And especially you got good stories.
And family
to
should
tell.
come before anything.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it be biological or by marriage or by children together.
Yeah, we showed them
You know,
love.
you guys have to love and respect each other.
Yep.
Nothing comes before that.
Right.
So y'all, I'm gonna cut the video right there, but it just shows Marlene lack of empathy. I don't think she hugged on Martell much. I don't think she tells Martell how much, she loves him, because had he had just a little bit of ounce of that, and I know he tried to put in there that his grandmama was there for him, but if your grandmother was there like you said she was, because y'all know when grandma is in the building, that's that love, right? That love that, even though you're not getting it from your birth mom, grandma gonna lay it on you. And then I think about the conversation he had with his dad, and it's the same thing. It's their mind, the way they think, it's just so different. Like Martell was putting on this facade the whole time. Like, he wanted to be better than his brothers and his sister, right? So he walked around with this image. And I honestly believe the reason why Martell did not want his business out there is because he didn't want to taint that good guy image, right? That he had formed with Melody, right? Yeah, we heard his brother Martell says in an interview, in one of the clip that, well, you know how Martell is, right? And y'all remember when he whispered in his uncle's ears telling him, don't be acting up like this on me on TV, right? Like, this nigga is about to do something, right? But he covered all of that with Melody. I believe he covered all of it with her. And when the divorce became real to him, he lost it, right? Listen to the conversation he was having with his dad, trying to Dr. Francis told him to have a conversation with his dad. And, we heard when he went fishing, and then he tried to portray this, you weren't there, but look what I'm doing, but look where I'm at, I'm at this big old house, and my dad just came out of jail, and Dad, if you want to come, and hang out at the house with us, and just his dad's response. I think Martell literally was looking for love, right? Hence the reason he hopped from bed to bed, right? He's looking for something that he did not receive, for me, in my opinion, from his mom and dad. And even the time when his mom said to him, "You just like your daddy," I know that did something, because I heard this psychology book I was reading, and it says you never want to tell a child or an adult that, you just like your daddy. Who knows if she was saying that to him when he was younger, and that just still in him that, I don't want to be like my daddy. He been locked up for 20 years, rah, 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 rah. But I honestly believe Martell, he doesn't have a village, right? He doesn't have a village. He walks around in a facade, trying to make it look like he's this big guy, Oh, I got so much. And he has nothing going for him. I honestly believe that. I understand that his mama was a single mom and everything. I understand that. But at the same time, I think Martell does everything because he doesn't want to disappoint. And now that he has, Martell is out of control, right? I'm going to post some clips here, and I want you guys to just listen to, what his mom says, how his mother talks to him, And, you know, him being basically a bully to his own uncle, telling him, "Don't watch the way you're talking to me on television."
So, son, how are you, baby?
What's up?
Nothing too much.
Doing okay.
So, how's everything with you and Mel?
Well, this divorce is not coming fast enough. It's always something. You know, the kids will come to me and say, "Daddy, do you have a girlfriend?" I'm like, "Why you say that? Mommy told us that," you know? And it's like, you know, enough is enough. Even when it comes to the social media, it's like, I'm tired of Melody always running to social media and saying things about me constantly. It's like, now I'm gonna have to start saying certain things, you know? I'm gonna say, "Kids, you know, Mom and Daddy, we going our separate ways, but Mommy got a boyfriend too."
Don't want the children to resent you both.
Yeah, I know.
She hurt. You know what I mean? I mean, she rather just get out there and just talk about it, just like block it. But it eats at her. It eats at her.
Yeah, but I mean, my thing is, it's like, if it's hurting you that bad, like, why tell everybody that your husband's cheating?
Yeah.
And especially when you've been cheated too, though. That's my main thing now. Like, why are you going to tell everybody that I'm out here cheating and you did the same thing? If you're gonna talk about my mess, talk about yours too.
Yeah.
Let's do this thing together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what about them other rumors online?
Yeah. The other girl is pregnant. Yeah.
He was saying something. And you know what I thought? I said, "Oh, baby, she just singing about your daddy."
Oh, Lord, Mama.
He's like, "No, Grandma, no." I said, "Well, it's all right, baby. It's all
Why
right."
you telling him that? Why you telling him singing about me? Why you say that?
Don't tell me what I shouldn't do. She shouldn't allow that.
You still shouldn't tell a kid that it's about their dad.
Absolutely.
That's the whole thing that we want to avoid.
Okay, well, guess what? You need to take that up with your ex-wife.
Why are you acting like that?
Because I'm sleeping.
Shoot. And you know, another thing, that's why I respect her so much. That's why we're like best friends, because she always had my back. But little black boy, a lot.
I know I did.
You know, you missed a lot. My mom, she was mom and dad, and that's why I respect her so much. That's why we're like best friends, because she always had my back. But little black boys growing up due to their fathers being incarcerated is very tough. I suffered bullying when I was in school too. It's like, you know, you run home to whom? Your mom. You know, certain things a mom would not understand, regardless of how good of a mother she has been to you. But I just know if he was there to guide me on the right path, that I would have been a lot better off. You know, you didn't see me walk across the stage, or we didn't go fishing together. You know, some of the smaller things. I went to college, I graduated, got a wife, taking care of the kids. So it's like everything is good. But just, I can't even imagine if it wasn't good, then I would point a finger at you. You remember that? You remember when I visited you? Because I think after that, that's why we lost contact after that.
But now the time went by, man, you know what I'm saying? Now I didn't think about my kids, though. It was painful for me as far as dealing daily, man, and years, and without, you know, being able to see my kids like I always wanted to see my kids.
Yeah.
Were around my kids.
Man,
But
20-some years.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I never forget my children, you know what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
And then I never stopped loving my kids, period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what did you go to jail for? What did you do?
So I was a hustler, man. I was always hustling.
Was you selling like marijuana?
That's all. That's all the word at the time.
Y'all, I just realized I didn't want to make this video so long, but if you listen to what he just said, he said if his dad if it wasn't for him being married and settled down and having the good life that he's trying to paint to his dad, and it had turned out any differently, he would have blamed his dad for this. So I don't think Martell had a support system. I don't think he had anyone that he genuinely looked up to. And when he met Mel and her family, it was a totally different story. Like, comment, subscribe.